everyone. Welcome to online session. I hope all of you are safe and sound. Today in this session we are going to start with a new chapter, understanding quadrilaterals. Before we get to know what a quadrilateral is, let us recall whatever we have learned in the previous years. Fine. So now look at this. This is a sheet of paper. So this acts as a plane surface. So the same way the board also acts as a plane surface. The same way the wall, all these are plane surface where you can draw. Now look at this, a dot on this plane surface is called a point, right? You have learnt all these things, right? So this is a point. A point is just a dot on a plane surface. Now I can name this as A. So I can read this as point A. So I can use any letter of the alphabet, capital letter of the alphabet, and that represents the point A. Now when we place points, n number of points next to each other, it becomes a curve, right? So when I, without lifting my hand, when I start drawing the points, drawing the points, one next to the other, this becomes a curve. A curve can be any shape, right? Any way. It can move in any direction. So under this comes your line. Now I'm going to draw this arrow marks on both the sides. This represents a line. Okay, line M or line L, or what we can give the name as L, line L. So I've given arrow marks on both sides because it extends. Fine. So basically a line is a straight line. It will not change the direction haphazardly. It goes in one direction. So this can be your horizontal line, vertical line, and oblique. All these are the types of lines which you have learnt in your earlier classes, right? Now coming to this. Now this is a ray. A ray has one end as a starting point. This is the starting point and it doesn't have an ending point. That's why I've written the arrow mark which says that it extends, it can extend. So this is a ray. Now coming to the line segment. A line segment has got both starting point as well as ending point. So this is your line segment. And we can name this as, at this point A and this B, and the line segment AB. This is how we write a line segment AB, and we read it as AB, line segment AB. So these are all the curves that is called plane curves which can be drawn on a plane surface. So this much you have learnt in your previous class, right? Now coming to the curves which I am going to draw here. Now look at this. This is some kind of curve, right? I started at this point and I ended at that point. So this is a simple curve, okay? And some more examples are given in your textbook. Please go through that those examples. These are all simple curves. Now look at this example. Now this is a closed curve. It starts at this point and makes a circle, like I've drawn the circle which ends at the same point. So without lifting my hand, I drew this. So this is called a closed curve. Okay, this is a simple closed curve. Whereas these two are not closed. So they are not closed. Okay. Now one more example. Now this is not simple. This is closed curve, but it is not simple because the line extends. The curve extends. It has gone outside the closed curve. So this can extend, right? So this is not simple, but it is a closed curve. Some more examples for this. Now look at this one. This is also closed. but it is not simple. It comprises of two things which are closed. This is one triangle and this is one triangle, right? But we can draw this without lifting our hands. So these are the examples of closed curves. Now coming to polygon. What do you mean by a polygon, children? So what do you mean by a polygon? A polygon is a closed figure. A polygon is a closed figure which is made up of line segments. Okay. So for example, look at this. This is a triangle. Now this is a square. So all these are called polygons. It is a closed figure which is comprised of line segments. So these are the line segments. So it has got, a triangle has got 3 line segments, and here a square has got 4 line segments. So this is called a polygon. Now let us learn the classification of polygons. So there are n number of polygons based on sides. So based on sides, you have first one, a triangle. Triangle is a polygon, right? How many sides it has? It has 3 sides. Understood, children? Next, tri means 3. Next you have a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral has 4 sides. This is one side, this is one side, this is one side, and this is one side. So there are 4 sides in a quadrilateral. So it is called quad. Quad means what? 4. So now coming to the next type of polygon, that is pentagon. Penta means 5. So this polygon has how many sides? It has 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides. Next, coming to the next type, that is hexagon. Hexa means 6. So this polygon will have 6 sides. So I'm going to draw this like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So it has got totally 6 sides. The same way with hexagon, that is, heptagon. Heptagon will have how many sides? 7 sides. Then you have octagon. Octagon will have 8 sides. Then you have nanogon. Nanogon has 9 sides. Then you have decagon. Decagon has 10 sides. Like this we can go on writing it depends on the sides. Like how many sides you have, based on that we have classified this polygons. Understood, children? Now coming to concave and convex and concave polygons. So these are the examples of convex polygons. Okay, these are convex and these are the examples of concave. Now how do we understand this? Like, when do we say convex and when do we say which polygon is concave? So it's very easy, children. So based on these angles, okay, now look at here, all the angles, the interior angles of this polygon are less than 180 degree. So if you want, you can measure this. These are all less than 180 degree. It can be an acute angle or it can be an obtuse angle. So this is an obtuse angle, this is an acute angle, but it will be less than 180 degree in all these cases. Okay, those polygons are called convex polygons. So very easy to understand, right? So polygons which has interior angles less than 180 degree are called convex polygons. Now coming to concave. So by just looking at this itself, you can make out that it has a shape of a cave, right? So like you can imagine like you are entering inside the cave or something like that. So but here the angle, one of the angles, okay, not all the angles, one of the angles will be more than 180 degree. So if you measure these angles, whatever I have marked, these angles are more than 180 degree. They are reflexive angles, right? So then we say those polygons are called concave polygons. Understood this? Now coming to regular and irregular polygons. What are regular and irregular polygons? Polygons which have all sides equal as well as all the angles equal are called regular polygons. Say for example, this is an equilateral triangle where you have all the sides equal and also angles will be equal. All the angles will be equal, right? Now coming to this square. Now here also all the angles are 90 degree and also these sides are equal, right? So that is the property of a square, right? So this is a regular polygon. The same way you can have pentagon where all these angles are equal and also the sides equals. So these are the examples of regular polygons. Whereas irregular polygons, it need not be equal. Say for example your rectangle. In a rectangle all the sides are not equal, right? Only opposite sides are equal. Though all the angles are equal, but sides are not equal. So this is an irregular polygon. So the same way you can have a pentagon which has irregular sides. So if you consider these three sides are equal but opposite sides are not equal. So these are examples of irregular polygons. So in this session you have learnt about what a polygon is, right? And what are the classifications of polygons. So we learnt based on sides. So what are the classification based on sides? Triangle, quadrilateral, pentagon, all those are based on sides. Like how many sides it has, how many sides it has. Then we learnt about what is concave and convex, right? What is concave and convex. And then we have regular and irregular polygons. So these are the things that we have learned today. Oh, I hope you have understood, children. Thank you.